your first fight, you were talking about the tough fights. With the world that you lived in, what was the most dangerous situation you found yourself in, either around the bare knuckle boxing or the family or the clan rivalries? What was the most dangerous situation that you were in?
As everyone knows, there's a lot of situations in a man's life. You know, each and every one of you has had situations where, you know, you've been in a situation, maybe life or death threatening measure. But myself, May 23rd, 98 was probably, you know, the closest thing I've been to death. I was due to fight one of the Joyces for €100,000, a pounds, old Irish pounds at the time, kiddie, winner take all, and people wanted to, when the fight was through that, I was asked to take the fight. I took the fight. Other people trying to get the fight stopped, and none of us would, me or the other guy wouldn't stop the fight. So I was asked basically to take a dive. So that's something I would never do. I'm not interested in taking dives. It's something I wouldn't do because I wouldn't live with myself. I wouldn't live looking at my father or my sons if that ever happened. So I was called to a pub on at 10 o'clock on a weekend night, and I was asked, 2 travellers wanted to speak to me. But when I got to the pub, there was no travellers, nobody there at all, only a few locals. I walked into the bar, and from the ladies' bathroom, 5 masked men walked out, fully balaclavaed up, and each and every one of them were carrying a handgun. And they wanted me to accompany them into the back of a van and to take me across the border to Belfast. I refused, as any man would refuse. So I tried my best to fight them off. At the end of the day, they weren't big lads, so I was doing okay against them. And they kept like hitting my head with the guns. And I said, no, I'm not leaving, because I knew if I had to leave, I wasn't coming back. It was all down to intimidation, extortion, to take bribes, take a dive, lose money, and all of that stuff. And that's not what I live for. You know, I live for my family, and that's it. So when I refused that, and they couldn't get me out of the pub, they put 2 bullets in the back of my legs. They shot me, and then when they walked away from me, they ran out the back door. One of them come back, and I was standing like this, and when I was running, trying to get out to the front door, I turned behind me, and one of them was just pointing a gun like that. They went straight into me, and it bypassed me and lodged on the shutters. So like they were there to do their job, but thank God they didn't do that job. You know, I took two bullets into the leg, and I survived that attack.